Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of inspiration and realness. Also, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself from his Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, Mr. Shenanigans himself, and the two-time Chilling 3000 2022 End of the Year Awards winner, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. This is episode 367 of the show. This is only my final video of the night as we head halfway through the week, and we're going to talk about what happened on NXT tonight. As you know, the road to Stand and Deliver is beginning, like the road to WrestleMania. But there's going to be a few roadblocks along the way, so, just bear with me here as we... as I enter this brand new journey. That's right. This this brand new, not brand new journey, but enter this journey as we talk about what happened on NXT. A lot of fallouts from the breakup of Toxic Attraction. We'll get more into that. As Tyler Bate goes one-on-one with Grayson Waller, and Grayson Waller tried to cheat the win, but the referee caught him. But Tyler Bate scooped him over, pinned him for the 3, and winning the matchup. Grayson Waller goes off on the referee and starts arguing with the referee. Meanwhile, Brooks Jensen earlier on needed help from Josh Briggs about his date with Kiana James, and he confessed that he never kissed a woman. But then they were about to do something crazy and Fallon Henley interrupted them, gave him some advice, and Brooks Jensen was on his way. Jacy Jayne was heading to the ring. Well, as she was heading to the ring, Grayson Waller was arguing with HBK. HBK got upset, had him kicked out of the building, made sure he left. Apollo Crews writing in his dictionary, but then he decided to address Dabba-Kato of why Dabba-Kato stabbed him in the back. So Apollo Crews will be focused on Dabba-Kato. Jacy Jayne headed to the ring and addressing her actions against Gigi Dolin, and then Jacy Jayne says, "I'm the last woman standing of Toxic Attraction." And I think ever since Mandy Rose lost the title, you knew this was going to happen sooner or later. But then Jacy Jayne, she was very mean to Gigi Dolin. Everybody's been chanting Gigi. Everybody wants Gigi. They love Gigi. So who knows what, and I love Gigi Dolin. Jacy Jayne's going to be a jerk of a woman. But she got a response from a woman in the locker room later on. And Jacy Jayne took a page out of Emma's book. It's all about me, she says. So Roxanne Perez was caught by NXT Anonymous picking up Meiko Satomura from the airport. Jacy was talking about tonight's main event against Tiffany Stratton. They're trying to get some answers from Thea Hale, what happened to her at the hands of Schism. So Ruka cut a promo and talked about how she got her snow satchel maneuver and she was called Free Spirit by her parents and all that. And then she wants a rematch against Zoe Stark. I almost says Tony Stark, and that's the guy from Iron Man. But Zoe Stark, she wants a rematch from Zoe Stark. And Thea Hale went up against Tiffany Stratton. Thea Hale tried to be her regular self, but during the matchup, the Dyad were the first ones to distract her. And then Joe Gacy was the next one, and then Ava Raine was the last person. And but it cost her the matchup against Tiffany Stratton. And then Ivy Nile and Tatum Paxley were talking about, training and all that. And here comes Javier Bernal. This guy's an idiot. This guy, and Tatum Paxley, would you like to be my Valentine? No, Javitine? No, I don't. No, I'm taken. Oh, well, I looked at Ivy Nile and goes, I'll be a Javi Valentine. And she puts him in that reverse dragon sleeper, and then Isla Dawn, somehow invisible, can't be seen. Well, she thinks she's John Cena all of a sudden. addresses both Ivy Nile and Tatum Paxley. So which was a weird situation. And Axiom went one-on-one with Damon Kemp. Heck of a matchup. Axiom ended up winning the matchup. And then Josh Briggs and Fallon Henley was seeing the date via Twitter. And she goes, I can't take it anymore. I gotta tell him what I saw. So she wants. And then Grayson Waller complains on Twitter about HBK kicking him out of the arena. You see the security yelling, get out, and Waller's been running his mouth. Grayson Waller's got a big mouth. He does not know when to freaking shut it. And I'll tell you one thing, Grayson Waller is going to get his butt kicked one of these days. You know, and if HBK has to relace up those boots and give him some sweet chin music, I say go right ahead. And then Seth Rollins can use, or you have Seth Rollins use those Astro Boy boots that he wore last night on Raw and kick Waller in the face with those. So, then Braun Breaker addresses the NXT crowd, and he was about to address Carmelo Hayes till Jinder Mahal, or as I like to call him, Jindork Mahal, came out with Indu Share, challenging him for the title. I said, oh, that's a good idea. I'll challenge. But, hey, you got your new three-man band there, you know, and they're chanting 3MB, and they're, you know, Braun Breaker, because they're still not gonna like you. And Braun Breaker's like, they wasn't bothered by it, so gotta respect Braun Breaker for that. But how does Carmelo Hayes feels about this situation? Because they're getting the title match next week. Kayden Carter and Katana Chance approached Roxanne Perez and Meiko Satomura. They apologize to Roxanne, and Roxanne goes, it's all good, but are you getting out of this matchup? No. It's not every day you get to step in the ring with the final boss. It'll be an honor. So, then Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Indy Hartwell, and Hartwell says, you know what, I'm getting sick and tired. You know, toxic, you know, she knows how Toxic Attraction operates, but knew how they operated, but now she goes, now, Jacy Jayne, you got a problem with me. So that'll be something. That'll be something matchup to see. And Wesley issued the open challenge for his North American title. Tony D'Angelo obviously wanted to come out, but then Dijak attacked him, and then Channing Stacks Lorenzo was like, and then he goes back and helps out Tony D'Angelo against Dijak. And then Von Wagner booted him from behind. They had the matchup, and Wesley pulls out another one. Drew Gulak gives Hank Walker a pair of his boots. And he's, you sure about this? Yeah. Okay, good. So their match is next. So Hank Walker and Charlie Dempsey went one-on-one. Charlie Dempsey did beat him by submission, but then Dempsey continued to attack Walker, but then Gulak does nothing. But he ends up walking away with Charlie Dempsey. Did Drew Gulak turn his back on his pupil, or is he teaching his pupil a lesson? We'll find out next week on NXT. Von Wagner was upset, throwing things in the locker room, losing the match with Wes Lee. Mr. Stone goes, you're not connecting with anybody. Help me help you. Basically said what. And then Gallus and Pretty Deadly were going at it in a pool matchup, which Gallus has been winning against Pretty Deadly, and then Pretty Deadly ends up getting Gallus a whole bunch of drinks, and he goes, well, we're not like the New Day. All you have to do is ask for this title, these titles. To get a shot at these titles. We're not the New Day. So Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Ilja Dragunov, and then as he was talking about JD McDonagh, Trick Williams is in his ring doing this, running his mouth, calls out Ilja Dragunov, and he goes, Mackenzie, excuse me. Quite the gentleman. He comes out, gets into Trick Williams, starts trash talking to him. Trick Williams punches him, and Dragunov responds with a kick. JD McDonagh comes out and says, hey, I'll put you back on the shelf, and I'll cripple you to the point where you won't hold your son. And then he was about to go after JD McDonagh, and Trick Williams attacks him from behind, lays him out, but then as JD McDonagh was about to sneak in the ring to attack him, Dragunov gets up. JD McDonagh says, I'm backing out of this. But then Trick Williams was all hyped up about Carmelo, what Carmelo Hayes about his match against Ilja Dragunov. Carmelo Hayes says, oh, who's got the title shot? Who jumped the line? It's Jinder Mahal. So let you know who jumped the line. Fallon Henley, though, In fact, Brooks Jensen was about to walk Kayla up to her house. Kayla was putting on the keys, and Brooks Jensen was going for the kiss. And then Fallon Henley says, "Stop it. You know, you got to tell him what's going on." And she goes, "You got to tell him what's going on." She says, "You know," and he says, "You tell him on the phone." She says, "I love you, Zach. You've been cheated on." Brooks said, "No, I love Zach. He's my brother." That's what Fallon Henley goes. And then Zach opens the door. Looks like some plain old guy with glasses. He goes, "I brought the dogs in and all that, and I'll lock up. I'll leave. I'll head out to the back when you leave." Yeah, okay. And then and she looks at Fallon and goes, "When are you gonna trust me?" Close the door. And Josh Briggs looks at Fallon. You know, Fallon apologized and goes, "Oh, good." Starts walking away, being mopey, and then Josh Briggs goes, "Way to go, Fallon Henley. Fallon, what you did do, girl? You ruined you broke the poor guy's heart, man. You ruined the date, man. It was about to end on a great night for him, and you screwed it up. You just made the list, Fallon Henley. Well, could you? How could you?" Then they had the tag team matchup: Roxanne Perez and Meiko Satomura versus Katana Chance and Kayden Carter. Perez and Satomura won the matchup, and then he goes, "I do something for you, but you do something for me." And Roxanne Perez knew what Meiko Satomura wants, and she goes, "It will be my honor." She accepted the challenge. So, I think this matchup should happen at Stand and Deliver to really, really test Roxanne Perez. In my personal opinion, well, it's only a couple of months away, but however, that is NXT Event Center. The NXT Event Center for Valentine's Day, February the 14th, 2023. That's all the time we have on the show. Episode 367 of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. I am going to upload this video and then get some sleep. Alright, so I'll see you guys later on the 368th episode tomorrow. Tomorrow morning or afternoon, depends what time I get out of work. It's been a little crazy at work as of late, so here's the deal. Joker's wild, 23. Time to even get some natty trips in the house. You know what I mean? National triples, man. Or natural triples, not national triples. National triples, natural triples. I'll see what happens, alright? I'll catch you tomorrow. I'll see you. Until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, please take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget production. And in association with A Sweet Bofa Raving Dingleberries Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another great episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Until the next episode, goodbye for now.